Hello and welcome to Braintree High School for today's softball matchup between the visiting Bridgewater-Raynham and your Braintree Womps. The Trojans and the Womps set to take the fields, and the first pitch here at the top of the first. As this one is upstairs. Braintree with a tough luck 2-1 loss yesterday. Still looking for their first win of the year against the Martin also pitching here today, as the offering is in there for a strike. A little slap hitter for the Trojans atop their order. This pitch on the way, and that one's in there for a strike. Late swing. Braintree getting a quality start yesterday from Rexroad, who's back on the bump today. This one on the ground towards second and into center field. Little dribbler through the infield that makes its way. So a single starts this game. And now a bunt try down the third baseline, fielded and thrown to first in time. The runner now caught in between bases. And is there going to be interference? No, doesn't look like any sort of call there. Thought maybe there was going to be something called. The umpire was signaling something. Not sure exactly what. Probably going to want a pinch runner, I would imagine, maybe for the pitcher. And that looks like that's what's going to be called. So the bunt to third base is the first out. The sacrifice brings the runner to second. And now the center fielder, Roy, will get a chance to hit. Wind continues to blow around. Still very chilly temperatures here. Early part of this spring season. Waiting for some warmer weather. And the softball team looking for and hoping for their first win of the year against the 2-1 Bridgewater-Raynham Trojans. This one is knocked to the backstop. Braintree's defense here tonight. Harvey in left field with McPhee in center and Bennett in right. And across the infields, Donahue made the play just moments ago at third. Shortstop Fosco, as this one gets all the way to the backstop and the runner takes third. Second baseman Barry and the first baseman Donnelly, with the catcher here today, Carroll. For the starter Rexroad, who has an out, but runner now at third. Braintree hoping not to trail here in this first inning. This one's upstairs. And on the ground towards second base. The throw is in time to first. Now the runner takes off, lately going and out at the plate. And that was really bad base running on the base pass. That was a late jump, and if you're going to go, you got to go early. That's partially on the coach, partially on the player, but either way, Braintree going to certainly take that as they are able to avoid giving up a run here in the top half of the first, and they will bat in a scoreless game. Bottom half of the first, and the pitch in there for a strike to McPhee. Top the Braintree order. As that one is cut on and missed. A couple of strikes now on the hitter. That one tap foul. Braintree getting out of the top half of this first thanks to a double play ball. Thought the runner should have scored on the initial ground out that was hit, wasn't hit all that hard towards second. And if the runner had taken off right away, probably would have scored easily. Instead, Braintree gets a gift double play to end the frame and keep it a scoreless game. Trying to start the offense now. Ball and 2 strikes here to the leadoff hitter, McPhee, Braintree center fielder. As this one's lifted foul down the third base line. Again, slight wind going on here today at Braintree High School, as is pretty customary. Working quickly on the mound now. And a ground ball hit foul of third yet again. So the long at bat continues. Braintree in desperate need of a victory here today. Starting the season 0-5. If they want any sort of postseason aspirations, really need a victory here today. The pitch is on the way and lifted in the air and foul ground. First baseman and second baseman converge, and it's the second baseman ranging into foul ground to make the catch. So that one put away in foul ground by O'Keefe. Fastball in for a strike. And the pitch on the way, and a half-hearted swing from Donahue, third baseman here for Braintree. A lot of strikes being thrown here early in the game by Martin, as this one lifted in the outfield. Pretty well hit, but playable in left. And that one put away. So a pop-up and a fly-out, as the first 2 outs have been recorded here in the bottom half of the first. Pitch in there for a strike. Harvey, who had a couple of hits in the last game here at home. On the ground, this one back towards the mound, and the pitcher fields the position and ends the frame. So Braintree goes in order 1, 2, 3 as we head to the second in a 0-0 game. Back here to start the second. As the pitch is away. A couple of balls out of the zone here to start. And a big swing and a miss as Rexroad delivers in the zone. Right-hander ready, and a ground ball, tap foul. So after falling behind 2-0, now it's 2-2. Leadoff hitter here of the second. On the ground, this one towards shortstop. And the throw across is going to be in time. Nice put out over there. As Delano is retired. So now Berman, who takes a strike. Left fielder. 0-0 game here in the top half of the second inning with one out. Bases clear. That one misses off the plate. Faria to follow. Catcher. Big swing and a miss. Haven't seen either side record a strikeout yet, but a couple of strikes now on the hitter. And the pitch is past the hitter. And a strikeout. So there is the first. As the catcher steps in there. With the bases empty, 2 down. Here in the top of the second inning. Pitch, first pitch strike. Filling up the plate right now with strikes. Pitch on the way and a wild swing and a miss. Rexroad continues to work quickly here on the mound. No balls, 2 strikes. Trying to go right after the hitter. Braintree looking for another quick inning here in the second. And the pitch, going after a pitch downstairs, but able to spoil that one off. Non-league game between these two teams. They've played each other quite a bit over the past few seasons, and it's in there for a called third strike. Back-to-back Ks for Rexroad, who's starting to get it going with a couple of strikeouts as we head to the bottom of the second in a 0-0 game. Bottom half of the second, first pitch is a strike. Braintree dealing with their 4, 5, and 6 hitters. Trying to get a base runner on. And another strike pumped in. Both pitchers working quickly and throwing lots of strikes. And the off-speed pitch finds its way in for a called third strike. I was just talking about how we hadn't seen a strikeout, and all of a sudden, now we've seen 3. Pitch on the way, and a swing and a miss. Braintree getting an out from Fosco, now Bennett. As this one is tap foul right in front, or actually it's a fair ball right in front of the plate. And a late jump out of the box turns into an out at first. That one just rolling and dribbling right in front of the plate. From our vantage point, tough to see. So a strikeout looking and a ground out to the catcher. As now Carroll trying to get something started. The Braintree catcher on the way to third on the first pitch, and a ground out ends the inning. So another quick inning here in the second. No score as we head to the third. First pitch here of the inning is low. Chilly afternoon here at Braintree High School on a Friday. Non-league game. This is one on the way to second and into center field. Not able to knock it down is Barry. Thought maybe she was going to get a glove on that one. Probably not going to throw out the runner anyway with some speed over there. Couple of hits in this game have gone up the middle. Bridgewater-Raynham tried bunting earlier to move the runner over. So if they do it again here, already showing a squaring for a bunt and not able to drop it down in fair territory. Although they say that that ball was not made contact, but thought the ball had made contact with the bat and it was foul, but I guess the hitter was able to get the bat out of the way and that turns into a wild pitch. So the runner now is at second. They did offer this time. So single B in the inning, and And now this one down the right field line, but a foul ball. That one very sharply hit off the bat of the shortstop Maynard. It's been a good time for another strikeout. Two of them so far for Rexroad through the first 2+. On the way, and that one's upstairs. One, two on the way, and that one's down in the dirt. Difficult one for the catcher to block, and it gets to the backstop. So runners move from first to third without the benefit of a sacrifice. Looks like the umpire may have taken the brunt of that last one. And now time is called as the hitter will talk with the coach over at third. So this is not the inning Braintree had anticipated here in a scoreless game, as the go-ahead run stands at third. And Braintree really needs a strikeout now to keep that runner there at third. Pitch. And a ground ball, this one towards second base. As able to make the play this time is Barry, but the runner does come around to score this time. So it'll be an RBI ground out and the first run of this game. Number 9 hitter O'Keefe, and back to the top of the order for Martin. Trying to bunt and takes it back. Seen a lot of their hitters do that same tactic, kind of a slash type approach. No contact this time. Ball and a strike. Bases are empty now with one out. And a ground ball, foul. So Braintree has had trouble scoring runs here this season. And on the wrong side of a one-run loss yesterday against Weymouth, 2-1. Need to find some offense here today as they're down a run. Pitch on the way is upstairs. Count now fills. And the pitch is popped up on the infield. Somebody's got to make the call here, and Braintree nearly ran into each other there. Well, Donnelly and Barry, but Barry's able to make the catch. Worked out okay, but that communication's got to be a little bit better there. Somebody's got to vocally make the call. They got to make the catch. First pitch swing, and that one tapped to the backstop. Base is empty, 2 down. Braintree trailing for the first time today, 1-0. As that one's upstairs. Pitch, and this one's slap foul. Ground ball towards second base. Fielded, and the throw across, not in time. So an infield hit, and the inning will continue. Throw not strong enough there from the second baseman. as the runner now takes second, and a wide turn of the bag. Braintree with another couple of sequences here in this inning, similar to the game that they lost earlier this year against Walpole, where they've had chances to make plays to end innings, and now the inning continues, and they've had some either wild pitches or pass balls, whichever has happened, to allow base runners to advance and now score potentially another run. But Braintree just an out away from getting out of this with just the one run across. On the ground again, Barry's been very busy, and the throw this time just able to get there in time with the underhanded flip. Barry's been very, very busy over at second and had to make a good play that time to end the inning. So we'll head to the bottom of the third, 1-0 Bridgewater-Raynham. First pitch here of the inning, as this one sharply hit to center and over the head. And digging now for second base, and staying there at second on the hard hit ball off the bat of Rexroad. As Braintree with their first hit of the game. And finally, a little bit of offense on the Braintree side, as the pitcher Rexroad delivers that one just shy of the fence. So the potential tying run now at second, but we'll see a courtesy runner for the pitcher. So Braintree hoping in a desperate way to get this run across. We're going to tie this one up, if not go ahead. And this one hits the batter. First pitch, as Braintree now has the first two on. So Rexroad with a double, Donnelly hit by a pitch. And a strike thrown in. On the ground, knock foul. So Hayes getting a chance to bat. Two strikes against the hitter, and that's a very close pitch. Braintree fortunate still to be there at the dish. Off-speed pitch, and that one slashed back to the screen. That was a good pitch to hit on a little bit of a hanger. So Braintree with a great opportunity here to get on the scoreboard. Down a run. That one's up. Good long at bat. And that one is cut on and missed, and that is an out as the throw back to first is going to be in time. Wow, that is a devastating play, and now Braintree nearly tripled off, and this inning has completely changed. That's a young mistake there. As the base runner is doubled off. That just can't happen in that spot. From back behind the runner, and Braintree gunned down at first. So now in danger of not even scoring one here in this inning. And that's been the kind of season it's been for this Braintree team at 0-5. Anything that's gone wrong or could go wrong has seemed to go that way here this year. So certainly have two runners on right now, no question about that. As the pitch is delivered towards center field, gets down, the runner will be waved around and Braintree will score. Not sure why the runner was not on the move initially before the ball dropped down, but able to come around and score. And Braintree on the board now in a 1-1 game. Such a big reason now why that caught off the bag at first is so big, because Braintree had a chance for a big inning. Still could obviously get the lead, but would have had potential chance here to have the lead right now. And now it's a 1-1 game. Another hard hit ball. This one down the right field line and a foul ball. Braintree some really good swings here against the pitcher, who's been kind of knocked around a bit, even though Braintree has just the one run on the board here in this inning. Still a lot of softball left to be played here in the bottom half of this third inning. Go-ahead run stands at second. And another hard hit ball, this one to the outfield and right field, and playable, and that will do it here in the inning. So Braintree gets the tying run on a hit from McPhee, but that is all here in the third. So we head to the fourth, 1-1. First pitch here of the fourth is a strike. Barry over at second has been extremely busy defensively for Braintree. A couple of strikes now. Rexroad with a couple of Ks to her credit. As that pitch is upstairs, not waiting around very much, just delivering the ball. Braintree getting the tying run on the double by McPhee. On the ground to third and a foul ball. Pitch, and this one too short and past the dive into left field. Leadoff single. First pitch swing, this one on the ground. Could be a double play ball. Over to second for one, back to first, and not enough mustard on the throw. Otherwise, a laser throw there from second probably turns into two. That was a tailor-made double play ball, but unfortunately for Braintree, they didn't have enough on the throw. But Braintree will certainly take the out, as the bunt attempt is not going to work. It's a strike. So the Trojans continue to get base runners, but had some plays that have really been kind of head scratching as this one gets away for a moment. Here's the throw down to second, and the runner will reach second. That's been a problem here in this game. It's been a problem all season. Been too many pass balls. Catcher obviously a very tough position, but so important to keep the ball in front of you, especially with a tie game now. That's a close pitch, didn't go the way of Rex Road. Go-ahead run stands at second here in the fourth inning, and the pitch is outside. This one's lifted to the outfield, it's going to get down. As the runner rounds third, here comes the throw, and it's to the direction of third, where nobody was there. Runner will score, and a 2-1 lead. So Braintree back trailing in this game after scoring the tying run in the third. So not turning that double play proves costly here in the inning. As the run comes around to score. Ground ball, this one sharply hit towards short. The play is to second, and no play is made. Very hard hit ball off the bat, and Braintree could not make the play. That'll go as an error, but pretty creative idea there from the shortstop, at least to try and underhanded flip that with the glove, but the ball would not cooperate. Strike in there. That one ties the hitter up inside. No contact on the swing. Two and two, the count. Actually, it might be a full count. As that one is down, and it is a 2-2 count. Now it's full. Got to deliver a strike here with 2 on. A couple of hits and an error here in this inning by the Braintree defense. And a swing and a miss, no contact, as that is a third strike. Now the throw to third, and they are out at third, and for the second time, inexplicably, they run into an out on the bases to turn into a double play. So Braintree will trail by a run as we head to the bottom of the fourth on the RBI hit off the bat of Berman. We'll be back for the bottom of the fourth in a moment. Yeah. Bottom of the fourth inning as Braintree trails, and the first pitch is into left field, a base hit. Harvey continues with the hot bat. Certainly a player that has had some offense, has been Harvey. Lots of hits here the early part of this year. And Braintree again in business with the leadoff runner on. And this one drilled towards the outfield, and that one is going to be hauled in center field with a great running catch as Braintree on the wrong side of that one. Obviously the hit taken away on a hard hit ball. Pitch on the way and on the ground. This one towards shortstop. The only play is to first. The throw is there in time. And Braintree has the tying run now down at second. Couple outs now here in this fourth inning, as the Braintree bats trying to tie this score up. Gonna need a 2-out hit though. First pitch strike to Carroll, who was a ground out victim the first time, to third. Braintree needs a 2-out hit here to tie the score. Swing and a miss. Couple of strikes now on the hitter. Need a clutch hit now. Braintree wants to tie this one up here in this fourth inning. And the offering is just, actually no contact. The throw down has to be made. Difficult from our angle to see if that ball was contacted with, but either way, it's a strikeout. And the throw down in time to end the inning. So Braintree strands the tying run at second as we head to the fifth inning in a 2-1 game. Top of the fifth, the first pitch swing and a hard hit ball down the right field line, and that one's going to be a fair ball as the runner digs for second, and a leadoff double. Now thinking about third, here comes the throw, there is none. So Bridgewater-Raynham continues to run. Hasn't worked out for him up until that point. They've been gunned down twice trying to take extra bases, but this time it helps them out, and now they're very close to adding to their total as they look for an insurance run. And on the first pitch, it is knocked foul. Pretty high chance they score a run here in this inning with the runner at third and nobody out. They've made pretty solid contact here today, and anything on the ground you would assume that they would send the runner. They've been very aggressive. A bunt try, and there is no contact, and that's a strike. Rexroad really could use a strikeout in this spot, trying to keep the runner at third. As this one on the ground towards third, and another foul ball. This is down to the bottom of the order now, the number 9 hitter. Signs being relayed across. Here with 2 strikes. And the pitch, and this one lifted to the outfield, and it will be caught in left field. Right on the line, Braintree is able to make the catch, and no sacrifice. So big first out. Here in a 2-1 game. Braintree really does not want to afford to give up more. Already had trouble scoring in this game. This one back to the mound, and Rexroad did not look the runner back, and the runner scores. Just one look towards the runner at third. You probably keep the runner there at third. Instead, the runner scores from the back door at third base. And now a 3-1 game. Of course, you'd love to have the out, but that's a situation you need to look that runner back. Just that little look, probably enough to freeze the runner. As this one is hit towards the outfield and foul. So Braintree again continues to give up single runs and trail 3-1 here in this game. That pitch is low. Bases are empty now with 2 outs. Braintree's had opportunities to score runs. They've only had 1. On the ground, this one towards first base, but foul. And the pitch, and that one did not miss by much. 2-2 pitch, and this one sharply hit to third, but foul. And the pitch is upstairs. So the count now fills. Trying to get through this inning. And a swing and a miss. Swung at a pitch downstairs, and the strikeout ends the top of the 5th. But again, Bridgewater-Raynham able to strike across for another run and lead 3-1 as we head to the bottom of the 5th. First pitch inside, here to start the bottom of the fifth. Rex Road, who had that double earlier in the game. Then she was pinch run for the courtesy runner, and that runner came around to score, the only run Braintree has. As the pitch is upstairs. Hoping next week will bring some weather that we can actually not have to wear winter jackets, and the wind won't be as big of a factor. Chilly temperatures in the 40s as this one on the ground rolled over towards first, and the play is in time at first. So Braintree retired here to start the inning. Nearing the top of the Braintree order. Trying to get around the third time, but down 2 runs. And a swing and a miss. Braintree would like to get one back here in this 5th inning. Running out of innings to go. Down 2. As that one sharply hit out of play. Pitch on the way is going to be a little bit low. Martin continuing to keep Braintree to just the 1 run. And a called third strike as Donnelly strikes out after being hit by a pitch last time. Braintree has fanned 4 times in this game. It'll take something from the designated hitter here, Hayes, who struck out last time. Pitch in for another strike. Very quickly in the hole, 0-2. Little hanger that stays upstairs. Base is empty for Braintree. They're in danger of going 1-2-3. Here in the bottom half of this 5th inning, down 3-1. And the pitch is off the backstop. Non-league matchup between Braintree and Bridgewater-Raynham. Right now the Trojans lead by 2. And that one is going to be a third strike, and the throw down in time as Braintree fans twice in the inning. As we head to the 6th, Braintree down by 2. First pitch swing, and this one into left field. A single here to start the 6th inning. A lot of hits in this game for the Trojans. They're continuing to scrape across base runners. Now try to bring another one home. No advance here on the first pitch. The ball was dropped by the catcher. Rexroad delivers, and a strike. On the ground, this one towards shortstop. Play to second is out, and back to first. A wild throw. That one raising up and almost gets away. Probably better off there for Barry in that spot, just to hold on to that with the base runner right on top of her there at second. Braintree does get the force out. Already squaring right now, but now taking a swing here with one out here in the 6th inning. On the ground and past the first baseman. As the runner hits second, now we'll stop there. So a couple of singles here in the inning. Some more good contact. Time is now called, not sure for exactly what. On the ground, this one towards shortstop. Plays to third, and the force out is there. Nice play over a short. Couple of hard-hit ground balls. Braintree's been able to field. And the runners are at first and second, but now 2 down here in the top of the 6th. They're swinging early and often against Rexroad, who's been right around the plate. And this one into the outfield. That's a base hit. As the runner will come around to score from second. And now they might try and wave around a second base runner who is coming around and scoring. And this opens it up now here in the 6th inning. A 2-run double, as it turns out. And a 5-1 lead for the visitors. Able to break through here in the 6th. First pitch swing again, and another hard hit ball as the runner now will try for the plate. Here comes the throw. It's a good one, and the runner's out at home. Another good, strong throw from the Braintree outfield, and they cut another runner down, but Bridgewater-Raynham adds to their total. They score 2 more times and lead 5-1, heading to the bottom of the 6th. First pitch here of the inning. And that one is going to be low to McPhee, who has the only RBI of this game for Braintree. RBI double last time. And the pitch, this one lined into the outfield, and that's going to get down, and that's going to be another hit. As McPhee hitting the ball hard here in this game is aboard to start the 6th. First pitch, and this one fielded by the pitcher. Nice play over to second for one, back to first, and an errant throw as the runner now takes off towards second base, and no throw. It'll go back to the pitcher. That was a dangerous decision there to try and turn two, but actually a lot closer than I expected. But of course the errant throw turns into an extra base. That was kind of a little frustrating for Braintree as Donahue hit that ball pretty hard, but the pitcher made a nice play, able to get that one, and made an even smarter play to get the lead runner. As this one sharply hit to the outfield. This one carrying back as it heads back up towards the fence. As the runner now digs around to score, and Braintree makes it a 5-2 game. RBI double off of the bat, and Braintree's had a couple of sharp hit balls, and again, guess who's involved? It's Harvey. Harvey really has probably been the best Braintree bat in their order here this season. Braintree not going away without a fight here in the 6th inning. Those 2 runs that the Trojans scored in the top half of this inning looming very large now. Instead of it just being a 3-2 game, it's 5-2, but Braintree still fighting. Top of the order has provided plenty of fireworks as that fastball is in there for a strike. So the hit from Harvey to drive in the run. Braintree's second of the game. And now Fosco. As this one is through into left field, a base hit. The runner will be held at third. So Braintree in business here with 2 on. And the infield now going to come in to talk it over. So a big spot here in this game for the home team with 2 on, as they've had 3 hits here in the inning. And now Bennett. And that one sharply hit, but foul. Braintree really swinging the bat here late in the game. Trying to play from 4 runs down. It's a 3-run game now. Runners at first and third as that one is cued foul. Definitely need to score the runner from third. Braintree really would like to have a big inning here. Down by 3 runs currently here in the bottom of the 6th. And Bridgewater-Raynham showing no signs of letting up on offense. As this one on the ground, and that's going to be too deep short. Here comes the throw. It's not in time, and the runner will reach. An infield hit, and Braintree is within 2. It's 5-3. Got to give this team a lot of credit. Braintree's had a very difficult start to the year, 0-5, but they are not playing like an 0-5 team now. They're playing hard against a perennial good team in Bridgewater-Raynham. So there's 2 on now, runners at first and second. Everybody trying to continue this. And the pitch, as that one is in there for a strike. Taking a lot off of that pitch. Runners lead from the bag at first and second, as that one is rolled over foul, a third. This game has gotten very interesting now here in the sixth, as Braintree has made a 4-run game down to 2. And a hit away from maybe making it a 1-run game, with Rexroad standing in the on-deck circle. Bridgewater-Raynham has been gunned down now 3 times trying to take extra bases. Braintree has been doubled off once trying to get a bigger lead off the bag. And a swing and a miss and a big strikeout for the pitcher. So there are now 2 down, and it comes up to Rexroad, who's right now on the wrong side of a 5-3 game as the pitcher for Braintree, but trying to deliver with the bat again. Had a double earlier. This is the time she needs to come through here with a big-time hit, trying to tie this game or pull Braintree within a run. First pitch is inside and low. Braintree batting back, trying to come from behind 4 runs. Runners leading from first and second with 2 down, and the pitch is low. 2-0, good hitter's count. See if the pitcher gives in to fastball here. Something you're expecting middle in. And the pitch does not swing and takes ball 3. Braintree a chance to load up the bases. Biggest plate appearance potentially upcoming with the bases juiced if they're able to get on here. And swing at the 3-0 count, and it drops down, a base hit as 1 run scores, and it's 5-4. Rexroad, very surprising to get the green light on the 3-0 and bloops a base hit into left field. So it works out, but pretty surprising there with the chance to load up the bases. And it looks like Braintree wants a courtesy runner now over at first, with the tying run now standing at third. This game has completely changed. And again, talking about how big those couple of runs were that BR had scored at the top half of this inning. They led 5-1 heading into the inning in the bottom half of the sixth, and Braintree has scored 3 times. And now the tying run standing at third base. Opportunity here for Donnelly. And the pitch is not going to be a strike. That caught a lot of the plate, it looked like, from here. Not getting the call. Braintree trying to get that tying hit now. And that one is outside. So not having the command now all of a sudden. After falling behind 3-0 to the last hitter, now 2-0. And the offering. And a swing and a miss. Donnelly with the swing. And the pitch, Donnelly went after a pitch out of the zone. That would have been ball 3. Got to have discipline there in that spot. So Donnelly, who has been hit by a pitch and has struck out, needs to come through here with 2 outs. And this one on the ground over to second base as the throw is across in time, and Braintree has a very good bottom of the sixth. They make it a 1-run game but leave the tying run at third. Heading to the 7th inning, it's 5-4 Bridgewater-Raynham. Top of the 7th, first pitch. Swing and a miss. Momentum on the Braintree side after scoring 3 runs. On the ground, this one towards shortstop. As the long throw is low and it could not be handled at first. Wasn't a perfect throw, but one you'd really like to have scooped out there to begin the inning. It'll go as an error. And Braintree, after getting within 1, really need a shutdown inning. Don't want to give up any further runs. Already trailing by 1. And some action starting in the Bridgewater-Raynham bullpen. Pitch is upstairs. So not a good start defensively for Braintree here to begin the 7th, as that is a strike, whether it's a call or a swing. Looked like the hitter had gone around anyway. Pitch, and this one on the ground towards second base, and it is mishandled over there at second. Another error on the Braintree defense. So the first 2 have reached, both on errors. And now a pass ball. This is unraveling pretty quickly. Braintree did so many good things in that bottom of the 6th, and kind of letting some of it go away now. A couple of errors and now a wild pitch. On the ground, and the runner will score from third base. And then a throw to the plate that's really inexcusable in that spot. The runner was going to score. Got to make the throw to first and get the out. So Braintree allowing this inning to continue without getting an out. So the infield comes in now. Just when you thought Braintree was getting a lot of things to go their way, now everything is going wrong here in the 7th. A couple of errors and an errant throw towards the plate instead of going to first. Bridgewater-Raynham really could open things up now as they have an opportunity to have a big inning. This one is hit well down the right field line, but foul. Braintree still without an out. Runners at the corners here in the 7th inning. So runner takes off and takes second without a throw. So the Trojans, who scored 2 in the 6th inning, already have scored 1, and a base hit would probably score 2 more. So this one coming down to mistakes. Braintree's made too many of them. And in a 2-run game, obviously very magnified now. Two and two the count. Could really use a strikeout here. Braintree wants a chance. They got to keep it close. Long look in, and the pitch is downstairs, and a nice stop by the catcher this time. Is Carroll able to keep it from the backstop? And the pitch, and that one is slashed out of play. Pitch is going to be upstairs, and that is a walk. So the base is now filled up, and the Trojans really have an opportunity to blow this one wide open. A lot of runs being scored late in this game. After the game was moving along at a pretty good pace, all of a sudden it's really slowed down as the offenses have scored a lot of runs. First pitch and a pop-up as that one is out of play. Rexroad ready, lines and fires, and this one in towards center field is going to get down as the runner will move up. Everybody's safe. And a run across. So 2 runs scored so far in this inning at 7-4. And this one on the ground, as the play is to the plate, a good play made by the shortstop. That's a heads-up play with a nice, strong, accurate force out. So Braintree gets the first out on a force out at home. First out of this inning, another hard hit ball. As the pitch is inside. Base is filled up. Measures will not go away without scoring more. A lot of base runners in this game. A lot of early swings in the count. Pitch on the way is again upstairs, and there's nowhere to put the hitter. That would force in a run. And a walk. A 4-pitch walk. That is a killer. So that walk makes it now 8-4. All the work Braintree did back in the bottom half of the 6th has been erased. Right back to where they started again, down by 4. Still just 1 out, and the base is filled. And this one sharply hit, a base hit. 1 run scores, here comes a second, and they might try and clear the bags, and they will do so. And now an 11-4 game as those 2 errors prove very, very costly here in this inning. First pitch swing, and this one to third base. Here comes the throw. It is a good, accurate one, and the runner is out at first. The runner moves to third with 2 down. Low throw this time. Donnelly, a much tougher scoop than the initial play in the early part of this inning, but Bridgewater-Raynham has a huge inning as they score 6 runs and now lead in command 11-4 as we head to the bottom of the 7th. First pitch here of the inning, and that is a strike. Looks like a pinch hitter here. As that one is knocked foul. No changes on the mound, although there was quite a bit of warming going on in between innings, but now with a 11-4 lead, no real reason as Needle in here to pinch hit and knocks that out of play. Called third strike. Here begins the bottom of the 7th. Hard hit ball and just foul of the bag at third. A couple of hits here today for McPhee. Nobody on and one down here in the bottom of the 7th, and another hard hit ball as McPhee digs for second base and will get there. Stand-up double. McPhee and Harvey, the two bright spots on offense here for Braintree. A couple of hits each. That's their third now for McPhee. Harvey will be coming up later in the inning. Now Donahue. So Braintree, who trailed by a run heading into the top of the 7th, gave up 6 runs and changed this game entirely. Very frustrating. The season has been. Braintree's going to drop to 0-6 on the year. Down by 7 runs with 1 out and a runner at second and a pop-up out of play. pitch and a ground ball, and what a play at third. As the throw across in time, a phenomenal play. One of the better ones you'll see at this level. Braintree does get the runner to third, but at this point, I don't think that's going to matter. That was a great play to take away a hit. Saw the third baseman for Bridgewater-Raynham make a play similar to that in warm-ups. And now Harvey, who has a couple of hits and has hit the ball hard both times. This time it's in the air. It is the shortstop calling and ending this game. Braintree strands the runner at third, and that is the final out of the game. 11-4 will be the final score, as Braintree now 0-6. But again, big inning in the bottom of the sixth for Braintree. They scored 3 times to make it 5-4, and ultimately they gave up 6 runs in the seventh, the difference in the ball game as they lose 11-4 here at home. On behalf of our camera person here today, Christine Patterson, I'm Mike Wassel. Thanks for watching here today, and that'll conclude our coverage.